Hey, what's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
We're back to do a movie review for Ghostbusters Afterlife. This is going to contain some spoilers, so if you guys don't want to know anything about the movie, do not continue watching. If you don't care about spoilers, continue watching.
Yes.
Um, I'm going to say overall, I thought the movie was really good. I would say it was good. It was a great movie. I think it was just really well done. They did a lot to kind of, what do you call it?
Call what?
Pay homage to the original Ghostbusters. They did a lot of little things, plus the original cast minus Egon Spengler, the character's name.
Yeah, unfortunately, the actor who played him sadly passed away.
Yeah, he passed away quite a few years ago. I forget what year that was. Um, so it was good. Overall, the story is about how Egon's daughter takes her family there because they basically have no money and they're getting a big friendly apartment. And he leaves her at this old house, and it turns out he left the Ghostbusters because Dan Aykroyd's character is really angry with him because he doesn't understand why Egon left. He misunderstood. So until he finds out why he actually left, he leaves because he thinks this thing is going to come and destroy the Earth and whatever. It's going to be like another same situation as what happened in New York in the original Ghostbusters, except worse.
Yeah.
So he takes all the Ghostbusters gear and he goes to this place out in the middle of nowhere. He's doing this to stop it from happening. But the Ghostbusters think he's abandoning them and he stole all their stuff, so they're mad at him or whatever. So his daughter and kids go there to live there, and they start realizing that there's something wrong, and there's earthquakes, and they don't know why because there's no fault lines or anything out there. And Paul Rudd's character is introduced because he ends up being a teacher at the school where these kids move to.
He's like what, a geologist teacher? Mr. Gruberson is his character.
Yeah. So
he's a geologist teacher. He teaches geology, biology, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
stuff I don't even understand.
Right. So they go to get away from everything and to find out there's all this stuff going on there, and it turns out there's things happening in this location. That's why everything shakes, like the earthquakes or whatever. But overall, I think the story was good. It wasn't too dragged out. It didn't feel like the story part of this to explain everything. It didn't feel like it dragged out too long. It felt like it moved pretty quick, which was good. I didn't know if the story was going to seem too long. And it's going to make the movie feel slow, but that didn't really happen. They did just enough to explain who Egon's daughter and kids were and what was going on there, and how the paranormal stuff and ghost or whatever you want to call it, how they played a part in why Egon left or whatever.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was pretty cool how they brought the original cast back together. Bill Murray.
Dan Aykroyd and
Ernie Hudson. And then obviously
Harold Ramis.
Yeah, who played.
All right.
Yeah.
They paid tribute to Harold Ramis, which I thought was cool. His character shows up at the end of the movie, to battle the same evil. What do you want to call it? Evil entities or whatever that showed up in the Battle of New York back in 1984, I think.
Yeah,
came out.
Like 30 years ago.
And I have to say that the woman who played the character, I don't know if it's the same woman. We didn't look it up. If it's the same one who played this character back then, it is now, because if not, it was very well done. How it looked a lot like her. It actually looked a little bit different, but very much like the same character. So he shows up at the end because they have to fight the bad guys, and they need 4 Ghostbusters to beat them. 3 isn't good enough since Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson's characters show up, and he shows up as a ghost. Now I was really surprising that they did this. Obviously, they must have got permission from his family to create this hologram version of him. He doesn't speak at all.
No.
Which it was a little weird that he didn't say a word, but at the same time, it's like, why couldn't also use his voice?
Yeah, because obviously he's died in real life.
So just having his presence, it was kind of a moving moment. Like, it really was like, I don't know, it's hard to explain when this guy who you didn't know was going to be in the movie, his character shows up to help battle the evil, that has shown to try to take over the world.
Yeah.
I thought it was really surprised by it. I thought it was really cool how that they did that.
And then obviously, his daughter, hugs him, because she didn't like him either, because she thought like he was a terrible person. He was, she claimed that like he didn't care about her and all this, but in the end, she realized, like everything she said was wrong, and that everything was a lie about him. That he was a nice guy and all that, and it was just a very powerful moment for the both of them, and I think it was a good send off too.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna make a sequel to this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be back. I'm gonna guess probably not, because I think they just did this just as a last moment for him, as a farewell kind of type thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's an end credit scene. There actually was two of them.
Yeah. Well, the first one's not really anything. It's like a card trick.
Oh yeah, there's one with Bill Murray and Sigourney Weaver show up, and they're supposed to be like in her apartment, and they're playing that stupid thing, guessing game for the first Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Where he's asking women about what they see on these cards that they can't see. And it's the same thing, and she keeps shocking. It's supposed to be kind of a funny thing between the two of them.
Yeah. The second one, though, was a little bit more serious. So basically, Ernie Hudson's character, he takes the Ghostbusters vehicle back to the original firehouse,
Right.
Ghostbusters headquarters, which obviously we haven't seen since the very first Ghostbusters movie in 1984.
Yeah.
And basically it shows this, like, I don't know how you call it, like a box kind of thing, whatever you call it. And the light is blinking.
The box thing was the ghost storage facility that Egon had built back in the original movie. They put the trap in, it sucks the ghost in,
and keeps them all locked in there.
Yeah, it's supposed to keep all of the ghosts stuck there. It kind of shows that, and he says Ernie Hudson's character, Winston Zedmore, sorry, it's his character. What did he say? Something about I'll always be a Ghostbuster or something, or he's gonna bring. I forget what the heck
that's what he said. He basically said that no matter what, like he'll always be a Ghostbuster.
And he goes back to this building. It looks like it kind of leaves like a cliffhanger, but I'm pretty sure the original Ghostbusters aren't gonna come back for a sequel for this. So I don't know if they were gonna pass it on to Egon's kids, or Ernie's gonna be. I don't know.
To me, it seemed like well. Let's also don't forget. It was blinking red, which obviously means something must have happened. So, to me, it sounds like the ghosts that were locked in that room probably got unlocked, and now they're probably all on the loose. That's probably my guess.
Well, that's what happened in the original one.
Yeah, but
so I don't know.
Who knows? Well, I mean, that's probably what happened, and it's especially that's the HQ's been abandoned for 30-something years.
Yeah.
So who knows? But to me, it seems like if they are going to go forward with another movie, they might be back in it, but they might, pass on the torch, to the younger, the kids or whatever, or maybe in that movie they'll be, like teenagers.
Yeah,
or
who knows? I think it's going to, if it doesn't probably get passed on to younger kids, obviously.
Because they're, obviously these actors are, they're a lot older, I'm sure they won't be acting much longer or whatever.
So I don't know. We'll still have to wait and see. I guess I just thought it was kind of strange how they left that up at this sequence at the very end of the movie after the credits. So
I thought it was also cool to see. Paul Rudd, I think, did an amazing job.
Paul Rudd did a good job.
J.K. Simmons was in this too.
Yeah.
And Annie Potts was in this too.
Yeah, Annie Potts came back for us like a small cameo at the beginning. Of the movie.
She's been in a lot of movies.
So
a lot of movies.
So anyways, overall it was a good movie. I wouldn't say it was great. It was really good. Just not. I wouldn't say it was great. I think they did a good job paying respect to the original Ghostbusters movie. So that was cool. So I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys get a chance to check out this movie, if you already haven't, go hit the theater, check it out. So as always, we appreciate you guys tuning in, checking out our videos. So hit that like and subscribe.
Until next time.